Hey guys, my name is Simpzy. How are you all doing? Welcome back to some more Hearts of Iron 4. We have a mod spotlight video here today. We're going to be checking out a Victorian era mod for Hearts of Iron. So guys, if you would like to see a campaign on this Victorian era mod, let me know in the comment section down below what country you would like me to play as, and the best thing you guys can do is leave a like and that comment and subscribe if you're new around here. So welcome back to some more Hearts of Iron. I think I might do a playthrough of this once I finish my North Korean series. It's kind of up to you guys. Let me know in the comments. All the download links will be in the description below if you want to play along with me, maybe start your own campaign. So this mod is very similar to the Napoleon era mod, of course. This is the Victorian era, but unlike that other mod, this mod actually works. If you guys can remember, I did start my Prussian series and it was just completely broken. I had to stop. Now I have tested around with this mod. It does seem to work for the most part. Okay, so there are 3 years that you can start in. You can start in 1860. You can play the American Civil War, which is really cool. There are some pretty unique scripts in this, so you can actually choose whether or not to side with the Confederate States or the United States and sort of forge your own path. You can start in 1868, Rising Tensions, or you can start in 1870. Okay, so we're going to start in 1860 for the time being. So there's a lot of countries you can play as. You can obviously play as Napoleon III. You can play as Abraham Lincoln. You can obviously play as Queen Victoria, Kaiser Wilhelm, Victor Emmanuel, Francis Joseph, Alexander II. We've got the Qing dynasty, we've got Belgium, Leopold, we've got Denmark, Christensen, we've got the thing going on in South America, Pedro, with obviously Brazil. Okay, so here is the world map and how things stand. I think Russia is probably going to be the most interesting one to play as, if I'm being honest. So let's start off with Russia. Let's go with old Alex here, and let's start off with him. So like I said, this is just a mod spotlight video. If you would like to see a full campaign, let me know, and we'll sort of go through what this mod has to offer. Okay, so looking at Europe, we've got Austria-Hungary here in a big bit. We've got Italy, we've obviously got the French here. It's purple under monarchy. Oh, conservative, yeah, because they're democratic, right. We've got Sweden, Norway in the north. We've got the huge Ottoman Empire, which is quite good, quite cool. Got the Greeks here as well. Most of Africa is split up. The Brazilian Empire. Moving along to Mexico. Nothing really much is going on there. The United States under Abraham Lincoln. What's going on with Australia and sort of the British colonies? So Australia under George III. Okay. And what's going on with India now? So we've got the United Kingdom near Hyderabad, and then we've got the British Raj, the Company of the Indies. The Qing Dynasty here, Korea. You can play as Korea as well. I love this artwork. You can obviously play as Japan. Okay, let's now move through the Russian stuff. So we've got the national focuses. I think that a fair few of the major factions, Russia, Austria, the French, the UK, America, and Germany, the German Confederation under Wilhelm here, have custom national focuses. As you can see, we can search for allies. We can go destabilize the Commonwealth. We can go down here, faction with China. We can invite Japan. We can create our own faction. There's a lot of cool stuff here, of course. What else is here? Nothing really. Research-wise, let's go through the stuff. So obviously it's 1860, so we've got muskets. So that's what you're going to be focusing on. You've got those special forces there. Support companies, pretty much do the same thing. Armor-wise, obviously you don't have any armor. Artillery is a thing in this game though, so that's going to be you basically bread and butter. Land doctrines are pretty much the same. Naval supremacy in the Victorian era. In this industrial revolution, like, you really need naval supremacy. It's going to be sort of hard with Russia in particular because we are easily blocked off here, just on these ports. Especially in the northern half of Russia has in real life it has a tendency to freeze over in this time period. So having a navy was kind of shit for the Russians, especially for the trade. Right. Okay. Moving along, air doctrines and stuff are out of it as well, just the engineering and basic stuff. Diplomacy-wise, a lot. French like me, Peru like me, most of the South American countries. Interesting. Construction's pretty much the same. Here's the production for the equipment and stuff. Custom divisions here. Logistics. But that's pretty much it for Russia. Each tree has their own national focus, which is really, really cool. In regards to what version of the mod this is, I'm pretty sure it's 0.2, but there's a lot of really cool things you can do with this mod, especially in the Victorian era. There are a lot of really cool events. I do know the American Civil War is a thing in this mod, so that's a scripted event. I can't remember, I don't know, I'm pretty sure, I need to touch up on my Victorian history, but I'm pretty sure there was a fight between the Austrians and the Russians at one point. The French and the English sort of tried to, they fought in Crimea from what I can remember. Also, we've got the Chinese Opium War over in China. That was a huge thing with the British and the Chinese, of course, fighting. There was some stuff going on in India. I can't quite remember off the top of my head. There was the Anglo-Zulu War down in South America, South Africa, rather said. I don't know if that's actually a scripted event in this or not, but maybe let's go and have a look at some of the other factions now. This is the Victorian era mod, of course, so why not let's have a look at Victoria herself. Let's have a look at Great Britain. So at the moment, research-wise, so we've got the rifle MKL, Stan MK2, the Sterling, that's quite cool, MKI, not really much else to do there. Let's have a quick look at the national focus. So we can annex Brittany. I'm pretty sure that's within France. That's in this northern pocket here in France. Yeah, it is. Alright, cool. So that's an option what you can go down. Of course, colonize Africa, get closer to Belgium. So we can improve relations with Belgium, dawn of a royal alliance, go to war with Russia, go to war with Germany. That's some of the national focuses. We can stabilize the economy. Of course, Sons of Britain, strengthen ties within Europe for Britain. Moving on to the French now, under the command of Napoleon III. Monarchy is the main thing. Obviously, you can go communist or democrat. I would really like if you're playing as French, you'd really want to make Napoleon like as glorious as Louis XIV, of course. Research-wise, guns, MAS 38, MAS there as well. Going through the national focuses, you can go with France Reborn, getting just some better quality doctrines. We can either see the enemy in the north, German Confederation, or look for a republic. Okay, cool. So you can go down the Paris and Moscow. Creates a faction. Interest situation in Italy. So you can sort of go down this, or you can go down a Prussian Confederation. That's just your infrastructure, your military factories and civilian factories. So you can go down and create your own faction. You can either side with the Prussians, or you can go and side with Moscow. Moving on to Kaiser Wilhelm in the northern half of modern-day Germany. Weapons-wise, they have the MP38s, the MP43, and just the carbine. National focus-wise, make Prussia great again. Excellent. The Prussian Empire, just some more tech sort of stuff here. The new Germany. Alright, so you might be able to just like claim some of these smaller regions here of, what's this? Württemberg, I think that's how you say that. What's Switzerland doing? Their federal council. Alright, cool. Moving on to Austro-Hungary, under the command of Francis Joseph, a rather large country, if I'm being honest, stretches all the way down to modern-day Croatia. I'm pretty sure this is parts of like modern-day Belarus and Poland, of course. We've even got the region of Bavaria here down in Munich, so I think playing as Austro-Hungary would be a really cool faction to play as. So what's this? Take the Turks' colonies, expand in, so there's an African expansion. Colonialism was a big thing in this time period. Okay, so what else can we go here? I'm just sort of looking at allies. Belgium allies, destruction of the French. Why help the French? So it looks like we can go down for Italy here. So the majority of these colonies in Oceania. That's cool. That's really cool. What does it do? Mutually Holland around us. Gains a... Okay, does that mean you can, like, take some of the Dutch colonies down here? Yeah. Makes you go to war with them. That'd be really cool. Having like an Austro-Hungary sort of base here. Obviously in real life, Papua New Guinea was split between Germany and the British. So the Germans had like a colony really close to Australia. That's where I'm from, if you're curious. Moving on to the United States of America. Let's go and check them out. So under the command of Abraham Lincoln. Guns-wise, we've got the M1 Grand, the M1 Thompson, and the M2 Carbine. I'm not entirely sure if the national focus is actually customized. I've never actually played as America on vanilla Hearts of Iron. So what's America Pact? No, this doesn't look... embargo Japan, embargo the Empire, embargo the USSR, embargo Germany, Manhattan Project. Maybe some of this is custom. It doesn't look like it. But that is the United States for you. Is the foreign claim in the south here just yet? No, there will be a scripted event where you will have to fight the American Civil War, of course. Sweden, Norway would be a pretty cool faction to play as, a little bit unique under the command of Oscar II. Obviously have the entirety of Sweden, Norway, maybe getting like Finland would be quite cool. Try and reunite, we'll have a united Scandinavia, try and take out all the Nordic countries. Same with like Denmark, of course, under Christensen. Guns wise, let's have a look through that. K-Pist, M37 to 39. Moving over now to the Qin dynasty in China. Under, who's the commander? Quang Fang? I have no idea how to say that, but I've bloody butchered it. Right, okay, let's see what the Chinese are using. The Type 24 Taosing Tao, and the SAB. So playing as China would be quite a cool faction to play as. I don't think this custom tree is... No, this doesn't look customed either. What does that say? Alliance with Switzerland? Trade with Switzerland. Oh, that's quite cool. No. So not all the major factions are custom as a custom tech tree. But like I said before, this is only 0.2. So here are some of the African factions, of course. But that's pretty much it for the Victorian era mod. I just briefly went through a couple of factions showing their national focus. Now, just before we end the video, I'm going to go through the Steam page and read what the developers for this mod have said. So guys, if you want to download this mod and play along with me, I'll put in the description below the Steam page for you to download the mod. Let me know in the comments what country you would like me to play as if I was going to do a full series. Maybe you guys can like sort of play ahead of me as well. Maybe like, okay, Simpzy Russia is really cool. Or maybe like Sweden, Norway is like the underrated faction you would like me to play as. So the mod is still in development. It's at 0.2, so it's still pretty early days and is subject to change. This mod lets you play in the 1870s. The best and interesting factions to play as are France, the Prussian Kingdom, Russia, and the Austrian Empire. Okay, so Kaiser Wilhelm in the north with the States. So you can start in 1960. Yeah, let me know what year's scenarios you would like me to do. So you can play in 1860, get ready to the American Civil War, or have the time readying your country for open war. Prepare war with the country of your choice. You are in a perfect position to organize your army, your country, and take time industry. Okay, so it's the 1868 one. Russian, so the 1871, Russian to war with the country of your choice. Your country is ready to get to warfare. Okay. So you've got three stages. You've got the 1860s, where you can do the American Civil War and choose what side you'd want to side on, the Confederates or the United States. You can obviously start in 1860, where there's some industry done, but it's not quite at full capacity, or you can just jump straight into it in 1870 just to get stuck into the wars. So the French, the Germans, the Russians, the Austro-Hungary, Brazil, Ottoman Empire, and England have tech trees. There are some events, technologies, personalized ideologies, new countries, new scenarios, new national spirits, new personalized leaders, and new personalized parties. Okay, so there's probably unique generals. That's quite cool. The development of the mod, 50% of the tech trees are done, 60% of the focus trees are done, 85% of the map is done, 80% of the ideologies is done, 20% of the events, 40% of the flags, and 60% of the leaders. So maybe talking about the Chinese Opium War, the war in the Crimeas, and also down in South Africa, the Anglo-Zulu are probably not done just yet because the events are only at 20%. Future updates for the mod, they do plan to put in new focus trees, a lot more new events. They want to finish and polish off the map. They want to add some new ideologies and rework and retweak some of the technologies. Anyway guys, it is time to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. Check out my social media links, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, all in the description below if you want to check out my social media. If you guys want to get yourself some cheap and reliable games, perhaps Hearts of Iron, perhaps Crusader Kings 2, perhaps Total War, perhaps a strategy game you haven't picked up just yet, check out my G2A affiliation link in the description below for cheap and reliable games. Patreon and my Steam group are in the description below as well, along with the mod download link. That's pretty much it. Let me know if there's any other mods you would like me to do a mod spotlight video on. If I was to do a Victorian campaign straight after the North Korean series, I haven't decided just yet. I could do another modern day series or go back to vanilla Hearts of Iron. What country would you like me to play as on this Victorian era mod? So by the looks of it, I'm pretty happy with this mod. It looks really, really fun and enjoyable. I can't wait to sort of get stuck into it. Okay guys, thanks for watching. Make sure to take care of yourselves. Have a fantastic rest of your day and stay tuned for more videos on the channel. My name has been Simpzy. Goodbye. Really close cinematic shots here, pushing through the bridge. Oh, look at... That was probably the shot of the video there.